So, hello everyone, and welcome to this new show, which is named as Perseverance and presented to you all by Team Enlighten. And ইয়াত কি হ'ব আমি বিভিন্ন ফিল্ডত এচিভ কৰা বিভিন্ন ষ্টুডেণ্টছবিলাকক মাতি আনিম So today we have with us Dheeraj Gogoi, who has managed to clear NDA written and even reach till the conference level of SSB, and that too twice. So Dheeraj, welcome to the show, and please introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, thank you, Vigan, for inviting me. Well, hello everyone. My name is Dheeraj Gogoi. I am from Johor, Assam, and I am an NDA aspirant, by the way. Talking about my academics, well, I have completed my 10th and 12th in the year 2018 and 20 respectively. Well, I have completed both my 10th and 12th from the same school, Army Public School, Johor. And after 12th, well, I appeared for various entrance examinations, NDA, JW mains, and the CW were some of them. I've cleared NDA written and I also cleared JW mains, which helped me to get a seat in Tejpur University of in Computer Science Department of BTech program. Yeah.
Okay, so Dheeraj, since you have appeared in two SSBs, okay, actually I'm sorry, not SSBs. In your part it was AFSB, but they both mean the same. Since I feel that as far as I know, they follow the same procedure in terms of selecting the candidates. So tell us something about how was the process? What is the process basically of getting into NDA? What can you please tell us in brief the different steps that one has to cross to get into NDA first of all?
Well, in a nutshell, you have to go through three phases. First phase is the NDA written. Second phase is the SSB selection, and the third phase is the medicals. And if a candidate clears three of the phases successfully, then he can get into NDA.
Okay, so since there are three phases, we'll talk about all the three phases individually. So first of all, coming to written. Okay, so can you please tell us the written exam procedure? Okay, what are the subjects that are there and how one has to study?
Well, in returns, the NDA returns, there are mainly two subjects. First subject is the mathematics, and the second subject is the general ability test. The mathematics comprises of the syllabus of the 11th and 12th, and the general ability test comprises of the syllabus from English, social studies, science, including biology, physics, and chemistry.
Okay. So Dheeraj, how do one study for mathematics? So what are the books one can follow for studying mathematics, especially for NDA?
Well, talking about the mathematics for the NDA, if a student is good with all the has successfully completed his NCERT books, he is good. He is aware of all the topics, and he has, if he is a good grip in the mathematics part, then he can easily clear the mathematics paper. And talking about the second subject, which is a general ability test, the English part, well, yeah, actually there are some things like antonyms, synonyms, and also some error editing that comes in the English syllabus. So English part is okay, like here student can practice. The next things comes are the social studies part. Well, the for the social studies part, I will recommend the student candidate to study from the NDA Arihan Pathfinder. That is a very good book. The questions directly comes from the backside of the chapters in NDA web written exam. And apart from social studies, the last subject that comes is the science. Well, science, yeah, the biology, physics, and chemistry. So if a student he is good with good with the concepts on all the topics of the NCERT books, so that student can easily clear the science part also. So that is how a student should prepare.
So can you please suggest us some books which one should follow while preparing? One you said was Arihant, and some other additional books, especially for GAT I'm speaking.
For GAT, well, so I forgot to mention that one topic, that is current affairs, that is also included in the GAT paper. So see, for current affairs, I will not recommend any book, because obviously the current affairs, they are dynamic. They always there are some new always some new current affairs that comes place. So for that, one should go through the things that are on the internet. He should follow a news channel, or he should subscribe to a newsletter via mail. So that in that way a student can keep up with the current affairs. Well, and for science part, I will only recommend the NCERT book, not other than any that, because of the factor that the NCERT books easily comprises all the topics that are going to come in the NDA written exam. The NCERT books are more than enough. And also talking about the social studies part, I will only recommend the NDA Pathfinder. So Arihan Pathfinder, that is a very good book. And for mathematics part, I already mentioned that you have to complete the NCERT part. And also, since if you want to practice more questions, then the mathematics questions are there included in the Arihan Pathfinder only. The Arihan Pathfinder comprises of all the topics that are going to come in the NDA written exam. So in a whole, the NDA as Arihan Pathfinder, the NCERT books are more than enough for a candidate to clear the NDA written exam.
So now, okay, now once a student clears the NDA written exam, he has to go through the next phase. So, which is, as you said, is SSB. So, can you please tell us the different phases that are there in SSB?
Well, the SSB is mainly divided into two phases. Well, phase one is the screening, and phase two comprises of the psychology test, the group testing, the personal interview, and the last is the conference. Well, where in the phase one, it is about the screening. So if we talk about the what happens in the screening in a nutshell, well, there you have been, yeah, you are given to solve 50 non-verbal and verbal questions. You have been given two sets and 30 minutes each to complete them, and each set comprises of 50 questions. And after that, you are taken to another place where you are told to write a story based upon a picture which will be shown for 30 seconds, and you have to write the story in within the 4 minutes or in the given time. And after that, you are taken to do a group discussion along with along with 10 or 11 members. And in the group discussion, you have to discuss about the picture, about the story that all the candidates have written, and they all have to come to a common story. So that's how phase one goes. And talk.
Yeah. Okay, so Dheeraj, since you have been screened in twice, okay, in both the attempts that you have given for SSB, you have been screened in twice. And as far as I have researched, or as far as I know, the screen-in candidates or the percentage of screen-in candidates is quite meager. It is around 20 to 25%, hardly, or even less than that. So, since the selection is so tough, so how can one deal with that pressure in terms of getting selected or in terms of getting screened in at least?
See, first of all, if we talk about the the stress, how to manage the stress of of all the the result, then what I will first suggest that go with a cool mind, because if you are going with a very puzzled and very tense mind, then you are bound to make mistakes. So first of all, go with a very cool and calm mind, and don't expect much, because SSB is always a matter of uncertainty. So go with the first cool and calm mind and go for it. See, verbal and non-verbal are very okay. See, what main selection happens is in the PPDT and the group discussion. The verbal and non-verbal questions are very easy. One can easily solve them within the stipulated time. And talking about the how to excel, how to clear the screening, then one should have a very good perception. Good perception about of a candidate who is preparing for the SSB, and he should have a good perception about his locality, about his environment, how he sees things, how he think about them, and how he interpret those things. So if a candidate is good enough if he is a good perception enough, and then he can write a very good story, write a good PPT story. And after PPT, there is a group discussion. So within the group discussion, then candidate, if he is a very good speaker, if he is a what is included, what SSB ones are the best people. Okay, so our SSB always needs some people who have some great qualities like leadership. And if you are a leader, then you can easily take the attract the attention of the crowd. So in that way, in a group discussion, if you are you give very good points, you give valid points, then you are bound to seek attention of your group, and then overall the attention of the assessors will come to you, attention of the officers will come to you, and with that, if you are giving valid points, you are giving very good points, then you can easily clear the screening phase.
Okay, so screening phase done. Now coming to various group tasks that that is there, and also the various physical tasks that are there. Okay, group and the physical task. Can you please combine both of these and tell us the answer? How can one prepare for that?
The group and the group test, right?
Group tasks, yes, group tasks and the physical tasks that are there.
See, in group tasks, well, I will suggest that you should, watch some of the videos in the YouTube. How to to get some ideas of how to attempt the obstacles, like the obstacles that are given to your group to to clear them. So I will recommend to watch some YouTube tutorials, not YouTube tutorials, but some YouTube videos based upon those things. And after that were physical tests. Well, in within those physical tests, there is an individual obstacle test. The individual obstacle test mainly comprises of the 10 obstacles that you have to clear within the 3 minutes. So for that, well, you for clearing those 10 obstacles, you don't need to have any very good that excellent physique. If you're an average guy, if you have you have maintaining your physique on an average, then you can easily clear those 10 obstacles. But although you need some good stamina, so for that I will suggest the candidates to do daily running at least 5 kilometers every day, and within a given period of time. And main is stamina, because see, what actually happens to the students, that they can clear the obstacles, but they don't have the stamina to clear them all. So that is how they can clear the physical obstacles and the group tests and all.
Okay, so hereafter we come to one of the most important tests of SSB, that is the interview. So first of all, Dheeraj, tell us, how should one prepare for the interview? How should one prepare for the interview?
Yeah, see, first of all, what I will suggest, that be yourself in the interview. Okay, don't lie, because the interviewer is experienced enough. He can easily differentiate between a lie and a truth. So just be yourself, and say all the true things. And see, if you are familiar about your weaknesses, about your strong points, if you know about yourself very much, very clearly, if you have a good visual in your mind, that what kind of a person you are, then I am pretty sure that you can easily clear the tackle the questions that are being given by the assessor, by the interviewer. And apart from those questions, there is there is obviously some rapid fire questions that are being given to you. Rapid fire, like in the sense that you will be told 6 questions or 7 questions in a row, and then you have to answer them one by one. See, that is usually given to to assess the the stress management, the how you handle the things, how you handle the situation, that is given to the candidate. So for that, I will just suggest you that you should practice the practice of really recalling, or practice of remembering things with on your own. So for that, I will just recommend you those things. And apart from that, that is the one of the major things, that is that you have to know about yourself fully. Like if he asks you that why do you want to join the NDA, so like you should be very, you should be very thorough. Like you should be very good, determined that why do you want to become, why do you want to join the NDA. Just not because that it is a very fancy thing that my fans are going, so I will also go. That is not the case. You have to give a valid reason why that the interviewer should recommend you. You should give him the reason that the why the interviewer should recommend you, and why that you are perfect, perfect enough to join the NDA. That is not the case.
Okay, so you mean to say there should be a vision with the individual?
Vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Now, is this is my personal question actually. is knowledge about army, air force, or navy, or the defense forces that are there, is knowledge about these forces necessary to get recommended?
See, it actually, like, yeah, like, if I want to say in an overall, the excel knowledge doesn't, like, the the no, see, the maximum knowledge doesn't matter about the NDA, Air Force, and Navy. Like, you, like, it doesn't matter that you know about a aircraft engine name or not. It doesn't matter, because you will, get to know about all these things after you join the forces. See, they just there are some questions in the interview that are not meant to be answered, or the just interviewer, interviewer just, just tries to, to see that, how much amount of knowledge that do you have, or how much do you know about the forces and all. So in short, like, the maximum, the knowledge doesn't matter, but obviously you should be familiar about the ranks and all, the what are the customs and what are the things that are followed in the in the forces. But the technical knowledges about the missiles, aircrafts, engines, and all, guns, that doesn't really matter. But you should be just, familiar with the customs, the things, the ranks in the forces. That is all you need.
Okay. So, Dheeraj, I also like to ask you one more question. So, according to you, what kind of people should go, to join the forces? Should they go in search of a job opportunity, or only if they have the dedication, if they're, if they want to do something for the nation, only those people should go. So, what kind
See,
of people should go according to
well,
you?
the Indian Armed Forces is not any job option. It is never a second opportunity for anyone. It is never a second option for anyone. And also, talking about the, what kind of people should join there. See, if you go and say in the SSB that you want to serve the nation, see, you can also serve the nation by, contributing in the corporate sector, or else you can be, you can, you know do any other sort of things. They're also, serving the nation. So that is not the case. See, the people who are actually passionate about the armed forces, who are very inspired, who are, very motivated motivated, who gets, inspiration from seeing the uniforms, seeing the customs of the armed forces. That sort of people should join the Indian Armed Forces. What I meant. See, okay. See, also talking about my case. See, my father was in the army. He served 26 years there. So I've seen him. I've seen the army units. I've seen there is a air force base very near to my very near to my house. So I I've visited Air Force Base many a times for different occasions, and I've seen the customs. So these things really motivates me. These things really makes me passionate about them. So the people who actually very passionate, they should actually join. Not the people should not, go for the armed forces as an job opportunity, because they will eventually, feel demotivated after joining them, because they will feel that they will be given a, different sort of living. But at the last they will end up living a, different different life that they didn't want. So that is
Okay.
what I want to say.
Okay. Understood. So, Dheeraj, now asking you some of the lenient questions, or so to say, some towards the uh, fun side. Okay.
Yeah.
You stayed in two SSBs or two AFSBs. So, how was your stay there?
Yeah.
How did you feel
See,
after coming out from AFSB?
see, if I want to say in one word, it was a fun. Okay, living in the spending your 5 days in the selection centers. Well, I've been to one FSB Gandhi, one FSB Dehradun, and the four FSB Varanasi. So in both the selection centers were really fine, were, outstanding. The mess facilities were very outstanding. The food products, the food that are served are very hygienic, and very very much. And see, when you go to the selection center, when you spend 5 days there, you get to see the whole India within those 5 days, because the
Right.
candidates from all the states comes there, live together, and spend very spend, very beautiful moments together, which you will, cherish in the cherish for for your entire life.
Yeah, correct.
You know, it is very fun. See, I will I 100% guarantees you that you will not become homesick after going there.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, fine.
you will enjoy that very much. See, SSB, you see what I also want to say. You can clear SSB only if you are enjoying the process. If you are very serious and if you are not spending any good time with your friends and you are serious all the time, you are only thinking about the result, then that will doesn't bring any good outcome to you. Okay,
Yeah,
it may
correct.
happen to some of the cases, but on an average it will not bring any good outcome to you. So if you want to get recommended, so I will suggest you to enjoy the process, enjoy the living there, and enjoy the moments that you are spending with your friends.
So Dheeraj, my last question to you today, or of this interview, what would you like to say to our juniors who is aspiring to join the forces, who wants to appear for NDA, who wants to serve the nation in the form of wearing the uniform? Okay, so what would you like to say to them in the end?
See, okay, see, juniors, see, SSB is not a thing, is not a test. If you want to join the NDA, so see, NDA doesn't need the best people. NDA needs the perfect people, the perfect people who are perfect for the for that particular post. See, so and SSB is a test of personality. Okay, see, it may happen that your handwriting may be bad, and you may be not a not a high, not that much tall, or not that much thing that good reading sort of a person. But that doesn't matters in the SSB. Your only thing that matters is your personality, how you present yourself in front of others, how you present yourself in the crowd, and how what kind of a person you are. So that is one. And in order to get and in order to develop those things, I will only suggest my juniors that is to first of all, obviously study hard. Okay, you have to clear the ND return also. And the second thing is to maintain a good personality, is to maintain a good friend circle, help others, be a kind person, be a sympathetic person, be a bit selfless also, and be a bit physically fit also. That is all I want to say. And yeah, maintaining a good relation with others is a very good thing.
Okay, so thank you, Dheeraj, for attending our show and accepting our invitation. So, dear audience, this is all we have for you all today. And I hope you like the show. And I hope that it will benefit you a lot and will definitely help you in joining the armed forces. Thank you, everyone, and Jai Hind.